Hey everyone, it's Friday. Cody, you asked us what our favorite board game was, and I think my favorite board game is Scattergories. I don't know if it counts as a board game, but I love it, mostly because I never lose. But I think the last board game I played was either Apples to Apples or Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. Alright, the next question is, what is the name of Jabba's drum master, and who does that person worship? Luke Skywalker, and he worshipped pantaloons. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The drum master was Ak-Rev, and he grew up in a monastery devoted to Amshek, the god of thunder. Gosh. Oh. I actually still kind of wish I had my braces for that nerd bit right there. Well, things I never thought I'd ever say. And the backgammoner looks like it's going to be the next Dark Knight. Joe, you asked what our favorite philosophy is right now, and for me it comes from Dave Eggers' story on making someone a good man by calling him a good man. And Dave Eggers tells this story about a guy named Stuart who's best friends with this girl named Margaret who just married this guy named Philippe. Now, Stuart really doesn't like Philippe because Philippe isn't a good man. He's not a horrible person, he's just not considerate or thoughtful or caring towards Margaret. He doesn't treat her very well. And one day he does this one good act. And Stuart says, "You know what? You're a good man." And through the course of time and afterwards, he noticed that Philippe actually starts becoming the good man that Stuart said he was. And so I really like this philosophy because it's just sort of believing in someone and telling someone that you believe in them, and maybe that'll make them into what they can be, and believing in the possibilities of what they are. If that makes any sense. I really like that idea, and so that's my favorite philosophy right now. And Christian, I would love to read your story. I'm going to message you about it sometime later this week when I have some extra time, but I definitely want to look through it. It sounds interesting. And as for me, not a whole lot's been going on recently. I've been kind of having some sort of artistic block, and I don't like it. Like the other night I sat down to write a song, but everything sort of came out like something else. So yeah, you can see that was full of suck. And other than that, not a whole lot's been going on. I have a party to go to tonight with some of my friends. They just bought a new house, and so we're having dinner over there, and that'll be good. That's about it. I know, my life's boring. And my question this week is, do you guys talk to strangers? Because I do all the time. The last time I did, I was at my dentist office earlier this week, and I met a little girl. She must have been like 3 or 4, and she came over and she had me read her a book about wobbly teeth or something like that, and she was really nice, and her mom was like, "Oh, don't bug her." I'm like, "That's fine, you know, I work with kids a lot." And she's like, "Okay." So I sat and I read her the book, and she went in and she got her teeth checked or whatever. When she came out, she gave me this ring. And she was just so nice, and it was so neat to meet someone, you know, and just talk to someone. And I know a lot of times people don't talk to strangers, or like it's just not something we do anymore because we're all afraid that everyone's going to be like, psycho, serial killers, grrr, murder your children. And I mean, there's always a risk of you meeting dangerous people, but I think there's an even greater risk of not talking to people and not meeting people. I think it makes you kind of sad and lonely. So, yeah, do you guys talk to strangers? That's all. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye!